Freaking go, boys.
Hey.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Feel the Flame podcast is live, guys. How are we doing today? We are brought to you by JJ the Tubster, known as Big Mike, Magnificent Ben, Alana, first time ever. Also, what are you for us?
I'm the content creator manager.
Got it. And she's also my manager. Feel free to throw shade. And our actual special guest we have here, Sworn. You may have heard about him. He's kind of blown up over on Twitter the past week for doing some might say God's work. But it is great to have him on. Sworn, how are you doing today?
Hey, Uppy, I'm doing great, dude. Thank you guys for the invite to the podcast. I'm glad to be here.
Dude, I was
honor and a
so
privilege.
shocked you said yes. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, dude, I was happy as soon as I got that invite, dude. I was like, you know what, this could be a good idea, and I'll say yes. And figured out y'all were pretty cool, so here I am.
I'm trying to
Oh,
be.
yeah, man.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, like how I messaged you. I'm like, hey, would you be down? And I was thinking, like, he's probably not gonna answer back to me. There's still 3 days till the podcast, or 4 days. And then you answered me right after stream. I'm like, what's going through your mind right now after 2,500 gifted subs, so whatever it was something insane. You have literally every single person in the Rocket community there. That
It
matters.
was pretty crazy, man. It was pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, it was totally nuts. But I'm always trying to be, because like I had a lot of people reach out to me for like advice and stuff like that. So I'm always on top of my DMs, trying to, respond to everyone as quickly as possible. Sometimes I'll tell people, hey, I'll get back to you tomorrow or something. But I'm, just still trying to be on top of the game, making sure I'm not missing anything that people who want to talk to me, because I'm always open. Anyone can shoot me a DM whenever, and I'll always respond.
So before we get into the actual what went down, tell us about yourself. Like, who are you? What do you do for like a living? What's your hobbies like? How did you get into streaming? How did you get like implemented into the Rocket League scene? Like, tell us all about it.
So my name's Sworn. I'm 23. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. For a living, I run my own cybersecurity consulting company, which is kind of nice. I get to do things on my own time, get to play video games all day, at work, and take calls whenever I want to. So that's super nice. Video games have always been a passion of mine, and it's nice that I can like intertwine playing games and hanging out with friends and still being able to work and make like a solid living. I got intertwined into Rocket League. I started playing it in college, and luckily my college had a Rocket League team. And I was about like plat 1 at the time I joined my college Rocket League team. And I met some great people there who taught me, how to rotate, how to have good mechanics, how to hit the ball hard, which some of you plats might not be able to do now. But trust me, as long as you keep hitting the ball hard, you'll be fine. Yeah, dude, we're just chilling. Glad to be here. That's pretty much everything there is to me. I'm a simple guy, and there's nothing super complicated. And I'm just chilling, playing Rocket League, and showing everyone good time and good vibes.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
So, next question I want to ask. We know who Sworn is, guys. We know who he's about. You probably never would have known this because it was all about what he did that moment, the little 2 seconds. So let's talk about that 2 seconds, that little post you made.
Dude, I'm just a small little post.
So going into it, you posted this pretty late at night for you, correct?
Yeah, so I posted this. So to start off, the post happened because I was getting publicly defamated for making alt accounts and telling people telling her, MsDirtyBird specifically, to do some horrible things. And that was kind of like the final straw that really led me to the post. I mean, I had been collecting like evidence and claims and false claims and stuff for like a year and a half at that point, and I was just kind of waiting for like the catalyst to be like, okay, this needs to be known, right? And so yeah, I posted it at Sunday at 2 in the morning because I was just like,
how did you sleep?
I didn't sleep. I literally stayed up all night, kind of just making sure I could like respond to everyone, making sure that people who were retweeting about their stories, I could provide them some sympathy and some words of advice and stuff like that. It was just incredible, like the support I was getting, even at like 5 in the morning. Likes were still climbing, and I'm like, these are just some real gamer hours, and some real gamers are on Twitter right now. And it was nice because like all the EU people were awake and they were looking at it. And then as soon as NA woke up, everyone was like, "What happened overnight?" They were just like, "What the?" Yeah, I can't know if I can curse or not, but they were like, "What the heck, dude?"
I think you can curse. I don't know. Alana
Was there
was
any point sort of
telling me
along
before.
it where you were like, okay, this is big, this is getting pretty massive now? Like, what was that point like? Or was there anything that specifically made you think that, like any certain person like retweeting it or anything that you were like, oh, okay?
Oh man, yeah, dude. I saw so the first like big person that I saw like it was Flash Force, and I was like, oh my god, Flash Force like this, like damn. And then I don't know if you know him, but there's this dude Maximus. He's 100K on TikTok. He makes great content. He retweeted it, and me and him started talking about the losses we've had due to cancer and stuff like that. And from then and there, it just kept blowing up. And I was talking to one of my buddies. He's like a bubble player, but so he games all night just so he can get Qs and stuff like that. And we were like, yeah, dude, this will maybe get like I don't know, like 300 likes, and we'll call it a day. And look and behold, right now we're sitting at like 300 retweets, 1,500 likes. So like it really blew up.
Oh my god, man.
I started Sunday with like 60 followers, and now I have 620 followers.
That's
Jeez.
crazy. That is crazy, man.
That's crazy.
That is
And,
crazy. So you didn't expect it to go off on that scale at all? Like, was that just completely unexpected for it to go
That
like that big?
was like I knew it was a big issue itself. I just really didn't think people cared that much. But like a lot of people in the community sadly have had people pass away from illness or stuff like that. So people really rallied around, that this is not something that we should enable or accept in this community, and they really rallied around it, and it started spreading like wildfire. And I even went
Yeah.
into like people's Twitch chats, and they were like, "Dude, let's talk about it." And I was like, "Oh, so like everyone knows at this point."
And then Miskiv talked about it.
Yeah, so then
Yeah, man.
Miskiv
Like-
talked about it on his stream. He watched the whole video on it. Papa Stanis made a video. There was this YouTube channel called The Quartering or something. I forget what they're
Mhm.
called, but they have like 1.15 million subs on YouTube, and they made a story about it. And there are like some news websites that picked it up. So like it's really been blowing up.
Yeah.
When you made the initial post, did you have any fears going into it? Like maybe people would try to defend her anyway?
Oh yeah, dude. Like her followers like at the time, dude, they were like die hard. They would always have their
Mhm.
back for everything. So I was so scared coming out because I was like, well, I'm accusing some I'm not it's like I'm accusing someone of doing like something awful, you know? Like I have the evidence and everything, but people always have like confirmation bias and stuff like that. So I was just like, dude, I could get canceled here if I say one wrong word, dude, I'm out. Like I'm done.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like my
Yeah.
aspirations to ever do content creation again is through the window, right?
Yeah, it's a heavy thing to do in general, isn't it? Like, regardless of if it's the right thing, it's like a big thing to do.
Right. And like so many people are always scared to speak out about things like this. But I was like, you know what? At this point, like she drove me off streaming in the first place, and I have nothing to lose. So I was like, you know what? People need to know. Like they need to know what's going on. And the fact that she was like a prominent member in the Rocket League community, that was like, well, you really need to know who you're modding and VIPing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody. Like I think she was definitely the most extreme kind of person when it came to this kind of stuff. But in the end, you can't trust anybody. Anyone's capable of being a liar.
Oh yeah.
Like
For
when
sure.
you can make your own persona as much as you want. I could lie about my height, something just simple as that. Like I might as well
Turns
say
out
that's just L6'4", just for the memes of it.
Turns
But like,
out
yeah,
Upton is actually 4'2".
yes. But moving forward, so you went live. She's live. She has everyone there pretty much just bashing her,
Mhm.
and you went live.
Yeah, I did go live.
So talk to us about that. How did you feel about how the community reacted and when they were there? Like you saw how they reacted, and you see they're all there. How did you? What was going through your mind? Like, okay, I called her out. Why she gained the views now? And
Let's
so, and then did you go live because of that? Just to be like, I'm the only person that can stop this viewership? Like, what happened there?
Yeah, so I didn't care really at first that she went live. I was like, people are gonna bash on her, Like I was like, let me just, look at chat and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, whatever. She's getting like a little bit of views, not like nothing too crazy. And people are trolling her, and I'm like, okay, like not the smartest idea to go live after posting a fake apology and getting exposed, right? And then I realized that this was turning from like harmful trolling or harmless trolling, like harmless trolling, into really like harmful bullying and stuff like that. And I was like, I just made this post about everyone trying to be positive and making the community positive and good vibes. And I was like, this is not what I stand for and what I represent. All right. I want the community to be positive and have good vibes and not, resort to, even though they did something wrong, like sending hate and hate messages and, spamming things that can't be said on the stream for TOS reasons in her chat. So like, and I was like, we're just enabling her and giving her what she wants. And I was
Mhm.
like, this just isn't right. So I ended up going live to see like, let's see if I can turn this into like a more positive kind of outcome, right? And I went live and literally, I think someone told me they were spamming my link in her chat or something, and the mods couldn't delete it fast enough.
Oh
And
my
then,
gosh,
That's
yeah,
good. That's good.
that's
and then
racist, actually.
yeah, then everyone came to my chat and was spamming dubs and W's and stuff like that. And she did carry a lot of weight in the community, but everyone like sauced over. I had some big names like Forky. I saw Musty.
Musty was there,
Yeah, that's when I
like
was like, okay, this is big news.
mhm.
And some
Yeah,
musty in the chat, man.
Musty
Holy.
was there. I saw a bunch of other creators in chat, and I was just like, holy shit! Like Kaylee and Luna. I've stopped by their streams a bunch, and they're great and people. They're literally amazing. Like they're some of the best people I've ever watched on Twitch, and
Mhm.
it was just crazy to see the amount of support that I was getting, and then the gifted subs and everything rolled in, and I literally like broke down crying because like this hit close to home because this last June my grandma unfortunately passed away from cancer, and just to think that someone can not even just lie about it but make up stories and try to pretend to understand what people who are suffering from these diseases and stuff go through, really just like that was just it for me. Like this hit so close to home, and I was happy I could get some support for doing the right thing essentially.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And the
it must have been quite a rewarding feeling for you. Like, obviously, it being so close to home and you getting to have the justice side of it.
Yeah, it was a great feeling, but the reward wasn't even like the viewership or anything. It was just like the stress and the weight, like
Yeah.
relieved off of me, because I've been holding this information in, and now it's like, I don't have to be scared of her, or scared of anything she does, or what rumors she tells and stuff like that to like blemish my name, I guess, if you want to put it like that. It was just amazing. Like
Mhm.
it was the best feeling in the world to know that one, I did something right and people supported it, and two, that she could never like hold me down or scare me again. It was
Mhm.
amazing. Like it felt so liberating to know that.
Yeah.
And it
Justice
protects
served,
others
man.
too. Like it
Justice served.
wasn't like it went to a small community of people. Like not only your entire Rocket League community knows, majority of gaming,
Oh,
like
it's above
peers of
Rocket
gaming
League.
know.
It's way above it, man.
So
Crazy.
like not that you get far or anything like that, but at least the Rocket League community knows, just so people are protected by the what she can do. Like she's played with people's hearts. Like I
Mhm.
guarantee with a lot of guys in the community, a lot about who
Oh
she
yeah.
is, pretend to like them just for financial gain or selfishness. Selfishness and whatever. Like it definitely was happening going on. Another question I want to ask you was so halfway through that going down all the gifted subs and stuff like that, you said like, hey, I'm gonna donate this all to cancer research.
Yeah, so I said that we would do some tourneys, some twos tourneys, and whoever won the tournaments would get to decide which charity would we donate to. We did three tourneys. I was like, you know what, I probably got around $3,000, so let's do three tourneys, get $1,000 going for each. I felt like that was a good number, and it ended up everyone ended up picking St. Jude. So
Hmm.
all
Oh
three
man, that's
thousand
so good.
Such
dollars,
a good charity.
That's
yeah,
insane.
all $3,000 went to St. Jude.
That's
Man, you
awesome.
deserve all of the love for that move. That was
Mhm.
when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is the best person this could possibly have happened to.
Dude,
Well,
it
it's
was
like
like watching a movie.
It really was.
Like
It really
everything
was.
that went down from the tweet to her, not her fall necessarily. Like it was a big of a fall, but then she went live and there's like a gain for her because she's getting the viewers. There's a fall again because Sworn went live and it was like a triumphant return, whatever you want to call it. And then at the middle, he's like, okay, this is all going to charity. And not only that, I'm almost 100% sure that Musty's in there dropping like what 500 gifted subs or something like that.
Mhm.
so Musty
He's gonna
dropped.
m- that like he's got to. That would be the perfect video to watch. That's like a Rocket League story right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that is dope. And like Rocket League community need that too. They need a spark because it's been so stale when it's come to content, I'm like, that's a great content piece right there. Like, come on, it's a great content piece.
Yeah, so people told me like this is the best content that Rocket League community has had in like the last month. And
Oh,
I
yeah, I
was
know it
like,
has been.
Yeah.
and I was like, damn. But yeah, Musty dropped 512 subs, and then funny thing, he DM'd me to unban MsDirtyBird so he could give a 12-month tier 1 sub to MsDirtyBird for the lulz, which was pretty funny. And
Oh my
then
gosh.
Yeah.
and then I said thank you for everything, and he said no worries, man. Keep doing what you're doing and stuff like that. Also in Civic, he's a dude that has been around the Twitch Rocket League community for a while and has dropped
Mhm.
money on people, and he just came through and was like, you're doing a good thing. Here you go. And I reached out to everyone who donated and was basically like, dude, this means the world. Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate the time taken out of your day to be able to read this and spread awareness about it. And I did it in Twitter DMs, but I also went into everyone's stream and told them that to make sure they knew that I was thankful for all this.
Mhm.
And I showed my support as well. I tossed them, some subs and some gifts and stuff like that. But it was just incredible.
Yeah, you did it perfectly. Ending on that whole thing, I want to talk about like let's say this happens again. What do you think is the best way the community could like handle something like this in the future? Like, what do you think
Go
was
to
one thing that
Sworn.
you kind of disagreed with? What's that?
Go to Sworn. Hey, there's this name. We need them canceled.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, just go to Swarm and be like, hey, here's a list.
I mean, you can give me the name and I'll, compile evidence and whatever, but I'm not. The goal was never to cancel people or cause harm to people's reputation or anything. It was legitimately only about awareness, just to make everyone aware that this was happening and that we should not enable this type of behavior. I do always want to encourage people to speak out themselves, because I didn't think anyone was going to listen, right? And look how many people listen and look how many people know about the situation and stuff like that. Um, I do like, just compile everything into one paragraph essay. Like you can MLA format it, I don't care. But as long as you're coming out with the intention of not to harm people or harm people's reputation and literally just spreading awareness, and you're coming with, the facts and the evidence necessary in order to prove your claims, then I think everyone should be able to speak out, because we as a community shouldn't enable toxic, manipulative behavior like that or any sort. Like bullying is something that we shouldn't do either. Like I understand, like I troll myself, I meme people's chat all the time, but they know I'm memeing, right? But they are serious issues that are like people being manipulative in chat, or people abusing chat powers and stuff like that. But I really do encourage people to use their platforms to speak out about issues like this, as long as they're not just making wildless, baseless accusations, that they come with evidence and conclusions and factual statements and screenshots and everything.
Yeah, like you showing the success story from it, so probably more people be like, okay, let's stop being quiet about when people are doing sus things and just speak out and see what happens. Because now they see how the community support you. Like I didn't see anybody go against anything you said. If they did, they have issues themselves. But you posted it so well that nothing could come back at you.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that. I don't care if people gave me backlash or anything, but like everyone was just like, yeah, you handled it literally perfectly. Like
Yeah.
you wrote it so perfect that I don't think if you said it any other way, you would have been fine. Because I didn't like just say, hey, she's faking cancer, right? I
Mhm.
provided, her admitting it, her sister saying that she doesn't have it, and a bunch of other things. So I think like there was also undeniable airtight evidence, so nothing could come back at me.
Yeah, it seemed less like you weren't attacking her at all. More just putting the points forward that you discovered about her, and just
Mhm.
and the thing is like perhaps you can make the argument that you probably did have a little bit of a right to attack her because of the stuff she
Mhm.
put you through, but you chose to take the high ground and play it smart, and I feel like that was just the best thing you possibly could have done.
It was very professionally done. Like,
I mean, yeah, there's no like I said, like as she did bad stuff, but I don't wish harm upon anyone.
Yeah.
I literally just wanted to put it out there and be like, listen, all you individuals who read this can make your own decisions and everything. I'm not going to tell you to stand with her or not support her or whatever. Like you guys are mostly adults. You can make your own decisions. I'm just putting this out there so you guys know who exactly you're supporting.
Yeah. Like so for me, I've only not canceled, but I called out one person. and it wasn't necessary to cancel. It was just to, okay, this person isn't listening to DMs or in chat saying, hey, stop this. So you have to make it public, be like, just so you guys, the community is aware, this person's doing this. Be aware of it, and they think it's okay.
It was
And that's
Alana,
pretty
wasn't
much kind of like what you did,
That's
but this was like,
neat.
So who's next?
I can tell
Okay,
you
don't
that in
answer.
DM later.
So I have
Oh
got
no.
what's
I
next
wanna
for
know,
you?
I wanna know, I
Oh,
wanna know.
the beef.
Can it be me? I
Oh.
want to be canceled. I want to go famous.
No.
Oh, Upton,
Road
I can
partner,
cancel. I
boys.
can cancel you in a hot minute.
Please do.
L
Let's
plus
get it going.
ratio.
But so that's actually it for the questions for like you. Unless you have anything extra you want to tell us about that maybe you'd like the community to know about yourself, mostly, or anything else would be like, hey, I bet you didn't know, what when this went down, this is also happening. Do you have anything else to like talk about or no?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the work that actually went into this. Yes, it was like 5 hours of compiling evidence and writing this whole thing because I still have them. I have like 5 different drafts of the Twitlonger that I was just going through and erasing and correcting and stuff like that. But this was the culmination of like 2 years almost of her lies and evidence and BS that she was spewing. And like this was seriously like a lot longer and a lot bigger than a lot of people really understand.
Mhm.
Because like the first ever thing that really came out was when I first started streaming and joined Cutie Crew. For some reason, she went around saying that I made fun of her for having cancer, and this was like a year and a half ago. So like my name's even been tarnished since then. But I didn't retaliate. I just kind of let it slide. I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. People who know me know I would never do that and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that was like, and since then, she's always been like putting out lies and stuff like that. But this was like a huge one. And I just find it ironic that the whole rumor she started about me making fun of her cancer, the rumor wasn't real, but so was the cancer also wasn't real. So it
Mhm.
literally just debunked everything she's ever done. And I found that just funny in general. But yeah, it was the culmination of, not just me, but also like there was a lot of people who had a lot of this evidence and they just couldn't come forward because of, the power she kind of held in the community, like knowing all these people and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
I was like, like she called me out first. I'm not just going to sit here and let her tarnish my name anymore. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like it
pretty
ruins
much,
everything. Like
yeah,
there's
that's
probably
pretty much
names I
it.
don't know about that she's already ruined. Like they just
Yeah.
won't come back to the community because of it, right?
Well, I actually reached out to all those people and showed them the tweet and stuff like that privately. And, I just told them, listen, I know what she's put you through, but this happened and I want you to know and I want you to be able to come back and play Rocket League and be in the community and stuff like that. And a lot of them reached out to me and like were literally like crying in a voice call with me because they were so happy that someone had finally done this. Like these
Mm.
people that she manipulated, like these people developed like anxiety and stress because of her, and they were so relieved to see this happen. And they wanted to thank me and I told them, you don't have to thank me, I was just doing what was morally right. Like I
Mm.
couldn't live with myself knowing this and not putting this into light. While it did take a lot longer than I wanted to put it into light, I'm just happy it was done correctly and everyone thought
Yeah.
it was done correctly.
That's what I mean. It's not just a relief for you. It's also a relief for every single person that's ever felt anything like negative from her in the first place. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's a help. It's a help for the whole community, really. Like, because you stopped
Mm.
happening to other people as well.
Yeah, you did awesome, dude. So like JG, Alana, or Ben, do you have anything else you want to ask Warren?
I just want to say, dude, like, just from the very beginning, you've just handled this like just with such class, and I think we can all agree on that. Just
Hats off.
from the twit longer to the way you took the success of that stream and used it for a broader um goal. Like it's just everything, man. Just I'm so thankful that we had someone come out with evidence like that and present it in a way that was just so constructive. And yeah, you're just a class act all around, man.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Like, yeah, I'm just here to support the homies, have good times, have good vibes, and literally make Cat Jam the president of Twitch. That's it.
I can back
Well
that.
on your way.
Cat Jam, a
Back
new
that.
Twitch ambassador.
I've
Oh
got
yeah,
a
your
question.
kitty's so cute too.
What's next
Oh,
for your?
yeah, can we
Sorry.
talk about Theo for a moment, please? He's
Sure.
Go for
adorable.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, is this your cat?
yes, if
Yes.
you guys don't know, you can go
Oh.
over to my Twitter and you can go look at you can go look at a post I made. It's one of my, let's say, go back 5 tweets. There's a picture. I don't know if you guys want to pull it up or whatever. There's a picture of my kitten Theo, and he actually, I tried to adopt him before my grandma sadly passed away because my grandma loved cats. But to honor her, since he's a boy, I named her after my grandma's dad. So we still have like a piece of her kind of with us.
Oh,
No, that's awesome, man.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
I'm gonna cry.
It was unfortunate that, she couldn't see him, but like the Saturday before I made that twit longer, I brought Theo to my grandma's grave and technically they met and stuff like that. So that was like a super emotional moment.
No, I'm gonna cry. Stop this.
Alon's just gone right now.
No.
Alon's like, yeah, let's talk about the cat. Oh no, the
I
cat.
regret talking about the cat.
No, it's also like everything that's happened has just been such an amazing story. And like we said before, like it's gonna help out the community a lot. I mean, like, yeah, you know what? We should call up people. I've loved doing it. I did it terribly. You did it perfectly, but it was awesome. And now I'm looking up to you. It's awesome. Like it just, people do bad things, and sometimes it's good to call those people because like so many were affected, and not only that, which is the line and how she threw you under, saying, "Oh, you're lying with this, that, and this." I guarantee you, she was playing people's hearts to think that the extra relationship you're going, and, she was cheating and doing stuff here there just for selfish gain, and that was happening. So it's awesome to call people like that so that doesn't happen again. Or if it is happening, they know what to do now. Like, hey, this person's not listening more. Let's go to Twitter. What's the community think about this?
Yeah, and
Oh,
just
go
that
on.
there, if people do want to have situations like that and do want to have some advice or a second opinion on it, please feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or Discord or anything, and I'll
Mhm.
get back to you and answer and have like a little chat with you about everything as well. Because,
True.
not all situations are equal. Not everything needs to be on blast and go to public and stuff like that. Obviously, if this could have been handled privately, it should have been, but this was just too big of an issue to be handled privately. But I do think that, sometimes things always don't need to be public if there's smaller issues. But if it's like someone who's manipulating and exuberating toxic behavior and stuff like that, that should be public. But if it's just like a quarrel between like of 2 VIPs in a chat or something, I can help you guys resolve that privately if you don't want to go publicly.
Yeah, there's definitely steps to it. Like, it'd be like, okay, first I call you out in DMs, and if you really think what you're doing here is right and it affects the community, you're gonna go to the community, which is usually Twitter. And so, but yeah, everything you did, man, like it was awesome. Like the whole
Yeah.
thing was like a movie, a righteous movie, and it was so well done. Like it was great.
Poetic
And
justice,
thank
really.
you, yeah, thank you for like the show. Honestly, like you're honestly a spark for this dead content we have Rocket League. I'm like, this guy's making content. He may or may not even know it because every single like big streamer was there, big content creator, and it's made like national news now or whatever it is. Like it's going everywhere.
Yeah, it's really going
Um,
everywhere.
That was
so
kind of linking to my question that I had, which was, have you got any content planned at the moment? Just like generally getting off the drama topic, have you got anything planned for your Twitch channel or anything like that?
I do actually. So now that I can't have her followers come harass me in my own Twitch chat, we are gonna be streaming daily. Thursdays are my days off, so we're gonna do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have 5 new emotes in the work. We have a sworn hype, a sworn hug, a sworn love because we're all about the good vibes, and a sworn high. And our 5th emote is gonna be an emote of Theo, my kitten. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
people will really enjoy that. And then I have sub badges and all this other stuff that's being worked on. I don't want to reveal the sub badges just yet because there's a story, really, really interesting story behind them. But when they come out, I would be more than happy to explain the story on
I got a
about
sneak
them.
peek and I can say they are dope.
Well, I'll be getting them. We'll all be getting them.
Note to
Right.
self: don't send stuff to Alana.
Don't send stuff to me.
Well, I blocked her and she's my manager.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Went through rap. But that being said though, guys, if you actually want to find Sworn, his link is in the Twitch chat for the live. And I'm sure we're also gonna post this on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and his links will be there as well. Please check him out. Very selfless, very positive guy in the community. Highly recommend you guys check him out because I mean, like, look at this guy. He's a freak. Look, check out his cat too, man. Don't Alana's not allowed to look at the cat. She cries.
He's so cute.
He's cute.
So-
You can definitely head over to my Twitter to look at pictures of Theo. I will be posting pretty much on the daily, so
So we
Such a
do have
sweet
other things to
plug.
get to though.
we do.
So I want to get to those, but before we do that, I have to screw up an ad read real quick. So I didn't do that.
Don't
I
mess
didn't
it
do that.
up.
All right, I got this, boys. Hey guys, those viewing on Twitch right now, those listening to the podcast, Apple Music, or maybe you're watching YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. So you may not know this, but we're sponsored by an energy drink company called Glitch. That's Glitch with a Y. If you would like to get some for 25% off, use code BLACKFLAME at checkout. I did it. I did it. Let's go. First time. What's this, episode 15? There we go, boys. Woo!
Oh,
Trauma, can I get a
oh, we
raise?
finally got it.
I need more beer. Okay. I have to do another one too. Wait, no, I did both of it. No, I'm good. We're good. I read the break too. It counts. Yeah, guys, actually, those who are listening, we're live every Thursday at 7 p.m. EST for the podcast. And sometimes we're bringing guests, like your boy Sworn and Alana. So that does happen sometimes. And we bring also guests also in our community as well. In Black Flame, we cycle around, but usually it's JJ the Tubster, MG Homie, Magnificent Ben, and your boy, the Disappointment, Upton. So that's a thing. That being said, though, I think the first thing we have to talk about today, which I think has been a huge topic, is big streamers going to YouTube from Twitch.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
JJ?
dude,
I feel like
This is your
JJ has
bit.
a hell of a lot to say on this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
gonna
so
get
much
one
to
over
say
as
about
well.
this, but I'm gonna I gotta give it to Sworn first. I gotta hear what Sworn's got to say about this. What's your take? What's your take here, Sworn? What do you
I-
think? YouTube gaming?
I think it's good that creators are switching to YouTube gaming. Don't get me wrong, I love Twitch as a platform, but Twitch didn't really have any other competitors in the sense, right? So they were really creating a monopoly on the streaming side of things. You know, Mixer was a thing, but it died out. But now I think that, you know, YouTube gaming being backed by such a huge company like Google and YouTube and stuff, actually taking these creators from Twitch is giving Twitch a wake up call. And they're like,
Mhm.
oh shit, we got competition now. You know, like now they maybe, you know, they're gonna change some policies and stuff like that, but like people are gonna slowly start to realize that, you know, there's definitely more potential in YouTube gaming for growth and making YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I really think it's a smart move by Tim and Lupo to head over there, and I think it's really gonna shock Twitch to be like, damn, this is all this traffic we're losing in the span of like 2 days. Like Tim's Twitch stream this morning had like over 10,000 new members, right? He had over 100,000 viewers. He was playing with Courage, he was playing with Lupo, he was playing with Doc. Like that quad of people, like that's just incredible. You know how much content and views there is between those four? Like
Oh, so many.
holy
Millions.
crap.
So many.
Yeah, so like I think Twitch is really shook by it. They aren't saying anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if other creators are gonna leave to YouTube. Like who knows? Shroud maybe next. You know, he's gone to Mixer before. I don't know when his contract with Twitch will expire, but when that expires, you know, he might head over to YouTube Gaming to game with the homies, game with Doc again, and that would be such great content to see.
I watched today. It was actually super fun. He
Mhm.
brought Doc on the call. I watched it live on YouTube. I was eating my food, healthy food, of course, and just sit in my hammock and see Doc. It was Doc, Lupo, Tim, and who else was there? The other dude.
Urge.
Urge, yeah. It was fun. It just, I don't know. I loved it. It was like, and it was all TikTok content I was watching. Like every moment was a video. It was super fun to see. It was nice to see them together again. And I just want to see if Twitch is actually going to answer to
Yeah.
any negativity that's been happening. Like we've seen it all happen. They announced on Twitter today, like, oh, September. They mentioned that right after this whole, you know, let's not stream on September 1st because of what's been going on, the hate raids and stuff like that. And the next day, like, hey, we want more money. Here's what's going on. They do it
Mhm.
every year, but like it was still like there was no answer to this. They're like, hey, September's on, and that was it. And then we have what else is there going on too? Like there's I'm done. I got nothing.
You know, I remember I was
Lost my train of
reading
thought.
this morning. I was reading, and they looked at TimTheTatman's like average viewers and stuff like that, and they said the first week that he's completely done with Twitch, that's going to be almost 500,000 viewers that Twitch loses within that week, based on like his unique views and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah,
Jeez.
that's
So,
crazy.
Another comment I want to put is that loyalty badges don't transfer over. So there goes my fucking 62-month sub to
I
TimTheTatman down the
know.
drain.
No.
62 months, bro.
Dude,
Oh my
Damn.
god.
dude,
man.
I'm an OG. I followed him when he was playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy
Holy
smokes.
crap.
Yeah, I was back when he had the Monster Energy fridge, and Kevin, his penguin, wasn't even a thing.
No
Yeah.
way, man. No way.
Yeah, so
Are
they
you
Maybe
still
think
gonna watch
about
him on
that.
YouTube?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch him on YouTube like he's literally been such an integral part of my daily life that I just like even when I used to work downtown in the mornings, I'd have him up on the screen. My boss would walk by, I'd quickly press Alt Tab and switch screens to pretend like I was doing work in the morning, and Alt Tab back just to watch stream.
JJ
I
did
did
that.
the same thing. I did the same thing. And those streams watching Tim inspired me to start streaming myself. Like literally at work, I just have him on listening to his just chattings in the morning and stuff. Like that's hilarious.
The fact that he is such an interesting person that he can literally just chat for 2 hours and pull like 30K viewers is incredible.
Oh, he's
It's
hilarious, man.
freaking
I love him.
awesome.
That's my
Yeah.
dream. Like I do it a bit like now that I'm a full-time content creator, like I want to do that whole like stream for this amount of time, just doing like a just chatting thing, then get into the game, which he does so well, and he's so fun to talk to. He's constantly talking. And like I do it like half hour now, but like he does it for 2 hours before he even starts playing the game, and he's already averaging what, like 40,000 people. Like that's such like
Yeah.
and he's such a genuine guy too. Like he's
Yeah.
such like a great like I've never heard one bad. I've never heard anyone hate TimTheTatman. Maybe during the Overwatch days, like that, I didn't like him then. I thought he was toxic. But then watching him playing like COD, I'm like, this guy is like the nicest dude ever.
Yeah.
And I'd love to be like him one day.
Can I interject something here?
What's up?
We need to get Whips verified on Twitter. Whips,
Actually, yeah.
Whips, if you don't know,
No.
is Tim
This
the
is
Tatman's mod. And
Yes.
he's been trying to get verified on Twitter for about 4 months now. So like we need to get him verified on Twitter 100%.
I've
Like,
seen a lot less get
Widow got
verified.
verified today. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
Whips. We got this.
Yeah.
I don't know why he hasn't gone verified. Like, hello? Like I've seen so much less people, not like roasting them, but more like their following, their growth, and who they are in the community. Like I've seen them like get verified with around my numbers
Mm-hmm.
and how I am in the community. And I'm like, how the heck is Whips not it? Like I wish it was just like I don't know, like it just seems like just favoritism or whatever it is. Like it doesn't make any sense. Nothing actually matches well. It's same with partnering on Twitch. Like somebody get partnered first shot, averaging less than 75, and someone could apply 5 times with 100 plus and get denied. And we've seen it. Like makes no
Yeah.
Look
sense.
of the draw, man. Look of the draw.
I don't know. I think it's just because the different people are actually looking at the account, and it's to them per person. It's not like a bot doing it. But
True.
I don't know. Some are just like sussy, very sussy.
Sussy.
Sussy Baka.
Sussy baka.
Oh,
So
Yeehaw.
okay.
JJ, man, we've not
No,
heard your
please
opinion
stop.
on this.
Please stop.
We've not heard your opinion yet. I need to hear
I've been
JJ's.
saving it up. I've been saving it
Oh.
up.
I
All
just
right.
about to
Let
go
loose,
on
man.
a
This
first
is
Let
your
loose. Let it out.
video.
I can see you bursting at the seam, man.
Boy. Okay. Okay. I think this moment is pivotal in the stream wars.
A lot
if
of
you
leaves.
will. You know, YouTube's had acquisitions in the past with Courage and Valkyrie, and I really think that was them grabbing people who knew how to build a platform, but it doesn't. They're not the same kind of acquisitions as something like Lupo and TimTheTatman are. I think they were the experiment to see what they needed to start changing and to get feedback from, and to get data from. I think right now they're swinging for the fences, and there's rumors that they're picking up Nick Merckx, and I swear to you, if Nick Merckx moves over to YouTube, I genuinely think this is. I mean, I already believe it's the turning point, but that is more of a reason just to start streaming on YouTube, because honestly, the way I see it, I see live streaming moving towards being more of a supplementary content offering rather than being the primary content offering that people do. Where like right now, there's people who stream and you're like, they're the streamers, right? Like they're a streamer. You go hang out with the streamer. I think content's moving towards this is a person who does YouTube videos, streams, does YouTube shorts, and YouTube facilitates all of that, right? It all bleeds into each other. And I just think to create discoverability in content, YouTube is trying to build that platform. You know what I mean? I have a lot more to say about it, but that's the initial, that's the little taste test there. I think it's a pivotal moment, man. I really
feel
do.
like they're definitely adapting to try and sort of compete with Twitch, whereas I feel like Twitch has sort of just been like, oh, I'm the only streaming platform, so I don't need to do anything. Whereas now YouTube's come into it. I mean, I'm kind of interested to see the back and forth between like how Twitch handle it and then how YouTube handle that. And, hopefully it ends up with just better platforms, both sides. But yeah, we'll see.
I got a question for JJ and Ben and Upton and everyone in here. Do you think now that Twitch will have competition, do you think content creators will suffer because their viewers could be split between platforms?
Yep.
Bigger streamers, I do. Much bigger streamers I do. I feel like people like on our sort of level probably won't notice it quite as much because we have like, I guess, more like dedicated people that actually know us personally. But I think the bigger streamers are definitely going to take a hit from it.
Oh, yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, like unless like the small, like let's say we average like 20 to 50, like unless those people, like a ton of them start going to YouTube and there's an actual split, there's not going to be a huge loss, I guess. But I still say it's going to take a hit. Because then, like, the more people go to YouTube, it's like, I'm going to stay here now. I'm going to wait for them to come to YouTube. I'm not going to go keep continuing to support them on Twitch, the lower guys, just because I don't want to support Twitch for who they are and what they do. Because we've seen, the hate stuff and everything. And so they're going to wait for you to come to YouTube now. And I'm looking into it. Maybe I'll go to YouTube too. I don't know. We'll see, like, what happens there. But it's everyone's been saying from the start, grow everywhere. Like, you got to start making YouTube videos and stuff like that. And this is more of a spark, I guess I should say, to start doing so. I gotta do so too. I've paid a few videos. I do like the shorts. I do the minimum. I always do the minimum. And but like, yeah, you have to hop on that kind of stuff because what happens one day if Twitch is like, you know what, shut down. It's just like it's gone. You're like those numbers you have, those averaging don't matter anymore. Like for Sworn, his badge, all those sub badges don't even matter anymore, which sucks. I think there's like I think as like an extra nice thing to do. He doesn't have to do it, obviously. But I think if you have at least, I don't know, 20 to 50 or whatever subs, like continuous subs to Tim, maybe you have a role in the Discord or something like that to flex
like
it.
30K
Just
people,
something.
to be
Because
fair.
it does, like, I think it went through his head too, being like, if I leave, like, I'm going to lose people too, but like, I'm also going to screw them over in their own way because they were financially supporting me forever. They have a badge to show it. And now going to YouTube, I can't show that anymore. Like, they can't show it to me anymore or to the community. So that'll be a nice thing to do too. But I think YouTube is becoming the way. And I think it's only a matter of time to see other people like Pokimane and everyone else that's top streamers go into that. And us smaller ones be like, you know what? Why not? Let's do it because clearly the bigger ones are something must be good there. So we'll see from there.
The one thing that I'm going to be interested in seeing is that because I know on YouTube for the subscriptions there, the streamer gets to set the price that they charge. So it's really going to show who's doing the content for money or who's doing it for the content and the community.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like some streamers on YouTube who only charge 99 cents for their subs. But
Really?
then there's others who charge like $20 for the month.
I didn't
Like
know you could set it.
Yeah, you get to set your
Yeah.
own sub price on YouTube.
So what's Tim's at?
No idea.
He's the standard $4.99, $9.99, $19.99.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could. That's actually pretty cool that you can actually set it like that. Like making your own merch with different price points. Where some people want to make $20
It's
from it.
about $200 a sub.
Well, I don't know if it's you could. I don't know if you can change the tier 1 membership from the $4.99, but I think you can change the other two, right? So
Yeah.
that's like,
right.
What's the split for content creators? Like how much do you get from a sub? Like for here, we get like what 50%. So like what's
I
it like
think
there?
YouTube only takes like 30%. Yeah, 30.
30?
70,
That's
30.
quite a difference.
Yeah.
That's quite
Going
a
to
difference.
YouTube. I'm kidding.
Bye, guys.
Later. I need money.
Well, I mean,
No,
to like to put it in perspective, right? Musty gifted 500 subs, right? That's $2,500. 50%, that's 1250. 70% is like 1900, right? So that's like a
Wow.
big chunk of money, right?
Mm.
That's in there. Let me do the math on that quickly to make sure that I'm not spewing numbers out of my ass. But yeah, so it's like you're comparing, it's an extra $500, right?
Yeah.
And that is a lot to that's a lot to people.
That's for some people that's rent money. Like
Yeah,
that's
literally.
Yeah. The subs are dummy expensive here, at least in Canada too. How
oh
much
my
are they
god,
now for tier
it's
one?
it's it's $7 for a tier one. It's $6.99.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Does anyone kind of worry though that with like all the big streamers moving, that's going to give like a sense of like false hope for the smaller people? Like oh, everyone moved to
yeah.
YouTube, but then the smaller guys do it and they realize, oh wait, none of my viewers have came with me like they did with TimTheTatman. Like, do you
Well,
worry about that at
Mixer
all?
was an example of that one though. Like, I think Ninja started that, but he got paid bank for it, so he didn't really lose anything. But we saw what happened with Mixer. But the only difference between now is YouTube is like there's more of them, and YouTube's been around for a lot longer than Mixer was,
Mm.
and YouTube's known to go well. So like, I don't think there is like a that big of a negative. Like even initially having people come over, I think the main thing is just have a Discord server that you can let people know what you'll be doing. Like grow like a Twitter and Instagram just to let people know, like, hey guys, I won't be here on Twitch anymore. I'm going over to YouTube. But like as long as you have that, you'll do fine. I don't think there's a huge
Mm.
loss. My biggest fear is just like, what's the how easy is it for people to find you unless you have banging videos going out? Like
Yeah.
that's my only video. I know Twitch is like you can argue, be like, well, Twitch is like accessibility or like what's it called? Like how to find you is not easy at all. It doesn't work. But at the same time, I've grown a community on Twitch or like some people like helping me grow are people that raid me. Like some viewers do actually do stick around. And with YouTube, I know no one over there. So
Yeah.
you lose all that.
That's what I mean. I feel like the only people you'd sort of take with you were like the active people in your chat right now. Like you wouldn't get any of the people that just sometimes scroll across you on Twitch and then come to your chat. I don't feel like that any of them would follow you over to YouTube. So I feel like you would be dropping like sort of the
Mm.
community you've built up by doing that. But yeah, I think it's a risk. But I feel like JJ's in like a good position for this because he's already got like a bit of a following on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So like it's not like just starting again for him. And I feel like that's the way to do it is get built up on there and then make the switch.
Yeah, the way I see it is like I don't like I said, like I alluded to earlier, I don't think streaming is it I think streaming as a primary content offering is starting to get phased out. So that's why I think anybody moving over to YouTube to just be a streamer, I think it's going to be a hard time, you know? Like I don't think YouTube is going to be that place where it's like, "Oh, nobody streams here. People are going to find me." Well, people don't stream there because nobody finds you that way, right? Like I think the mentality needs to shift where we create content on YouTube, people discover that content on YouTube, subscribe to you, and then, oh, the guy I just subscribed to is live. Let me check him out. Because at that point, they're initiated, right? Everyone's complaining about discoverability on Twitch. What can Twitch do different? But then they're asking for the same directory that Twitch has for finding streams. And it's like the entire point of YouTube not having that page is that YouTube is going to recommend your content to people based on the content that you make, and it's creating an algorithm that is recommending streams based on what people want to see. It's not based on viewership anymore. So it's it's a very different way of approaching your content, and it can't be the same way as it was on Twitch. But I think that's where they're going. Like they don't want to be Twitch. They want to be an ecosystem, and where live streaming is just a supplementary part of what everyone does.
Mhm.
Hmm. Like I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind switching over to test it, but I've only been a full time streamer for 4 days. Like, well, full time content creator. I'm like, this is a terrible time for Twitch to be going downhill. I'm like, oh, I have to go back to my terrible job again. So
Shortest
it's
Twitch
like,
contract ever.
so I think what
4 days.
majority are gonna do is just like kind of sit back and just wait to see what happens because we saw what happened in Ninja, and a lot of people are gonna do the same thing. Like, see how they do first with YouTube and see if they come back. That being said, though, it could be because it was the first day. When I was watching Tim this morning, he had 120,000 concurrent viewers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's already doubled up what he usually has. So that's insane. But that also could be because they all just teamed up for the first time and forever. But I think a lot of people are going to be watching, be like, okay, how's this viewership going to go? And they're going to wait for all the hype to go around and like see people go over and stuff like that. But I just know I'm not going to be the first one to test the waters for the Rocket League content community. Not going to be me.
leave it to JJ.
Yeah.
JJ, go first. Well, he's not even a
I
Rocket League
don't play
content
Rocket
creator.
League anymore.
You can be the
Rocket League's
bait, man. You're
boring.
all right, guinea pig.
He's Big Mike now. He's too famous for us.
Big
Yeah.
Mike.
No, man. Like I think with Tim moving over, like I alluded to it earlier that I think this is the pivotal point. A big part of that is that Twitch culture moving towards YouTube. Like Tim has such a loyal following that people will come over to watch him. Like I'm gonna watch him on YouTube, and I don't
Mhm.
currently watch any YouTuber streams. And I really think this is YouTube gaming's initiation in onboarding people into the platform, how to find streams, how to how to talk and chat, like just creating a culture that does not exist for live streams right now. And I really think this bringing creators of Tim's caliber, I think that's the turning point. That's bringing that community that people don't feel like is on is on YouTube over to YouTube.
Yeah,
And he
because
also mentioned, you go, Alana.
because I was gonna say, because right now YouTube's biggest streamer is probably Corpse
Is he?
and Corpse Husband, and then but having like DrLupo and TimTheTatman over there is going to really stir those waters.
Oh, yeah,
So
for sure.
I'm interested to see what it does just for that platform in general,
Hmm.
having the bigger creators there instead of here.
For me, it's just I'm going to wait for like a lot of other smaller people like us to go over. That's going to be the biggest turning point. But will Twitch finally have an answer and start answering stuff and doing things better? And will people start coming back? Like, I don't know. Money talks, and they clearly want money. And if they see that money going out the door, no matter what, they're going to want to adapt.
Mhm.
So,
I'm gonna ask Sworn a question now. If you think Twitch could improve anything, just in general, like what do you think that is?
Oh man, if I think Twitch could improve anything, definitely give us more moderation tools itself and kind of be more understanding towards creators. Because there's only so much we can do with like basic mod actions, right? That BTTV had to be created to give us like, more mod actions, and you have people creating these like custom chat bots that are also doing moderation and stuff like that. It's like a more extensive options for mods to be able to moderate quickly or delete or remove follower bots or stuff like that. I think that would be something that definitely needs to be worked on, right? And mod view itself is horrible to use. I don't know anyone who actively uses mod view to mod instead of the BTTV extension and just click a button,
I know people use
So
MobView.
they
Alana,
just
It's
don't
pretty
you use
bad
it?
though, man. It is pretty bad. They could make it a lot better.
If I am a mod
There's
in the
dozens
stream,
of
I'm
us.
always in mod view.
I get crazy people.
I love mod view.
You have a crazy mod. That's what you have if you use mod
Oh,
view.
amen. Finally, somebody said it.
Throwing shade.
I have
Like,
a
I know
follow-up
Alana
question
uses
to
it.
that one.
I know my mod Burb uses it. I think Yari was using it for a bit too. Like, it does help because, crazy people, especially if you have a bigger stream, like, I don't know, we're talking 200, 300, 400, 600 people, you're going to want to have that because it really does help us get to more up and know what's really happening if you have a lot of spammers too. But
Mhm.
it is true. Not really a lot of people use it. I don't. I only mod for like 2 people, one being JJ. And I kind of just look over and I just wait for someone saying, "Yo, you want big followers? Go to Big TT." I'm like, "Oh, that's my cue. That's my cue."
That bot
Delete.
doesn't exist anymore. Upton, you're
Yeah.
so behind
It
on the
doesn't?
mod times. No, that bot's rare now.
Well, I already had the actual it's links, not as link. It's like it's wording already banned in my chat, so you can't even use saying
Mm.
big followers or anything like that. Anyway, so I haven't seen it at all. I
I
expect more
think
people to do it.
I think I see the big followers bot now. Like I say maybe like once a month. I'll see it pop up in somebody's chat. I'm like, crap, that still exists.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I actually do know I do see it in people's chats when I'm lurking because I always have like 20 people lurked up. I'll just scroll through and see how people are doing and creep at them 1 time and 2 time and 3 time. But no, people like you please put like big follower ban that word in your chat. You'll never see it again. Like I haven't seen it for I don't know since mid last year or something like that. Like it's been so long.
Also, a lot of mods use Chatterino to like keep multiple
Mhm.
chats open if they mod for
Mhm.
multiple people. Right?
Katarina.
So Yeah, Cheddarino. I wish people could. I wish that would be also implemented within Twitch itself, so we don't need to use
Oh, that'd be
third-party programs in order to separate and be in
I-
multiple chats as once and stuff like that.
I've never heard about this. Cool.
it's amazing. It's so good.
You're just behind.
I'm just behind.
Yeah.
It's essentially TweetDeck, but for Twitch.
I gotta look this thing up now.
It is so good.
I didn't even know if the thing existed.
Chatterino is amazing, and Upton, you're a boomer. It's okay that you don't know. We
How old
young
are you?
teach you. I think I'm older than you.
How old are you?
23.
I'm 24. You
Nope.
call me a boomer there, bud? Holy crap.
You're older than me. You are a boomer.
You just, I think I'm older than you. Oh, whatever. I turned 25
Boomer.
this month. I'm sad.
So do
In
I.
10 days.
I'm gonna have to
Mine's
start
it.
like investing in my like death insurance or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Right. I
I don't
mean,
know
I
what-
turned 25 this month as well, man. So I'm in the same boat.
Yeah,
How's it?
we went over this. I think you're younger
I'm
than me, but
21st. 21st.
that's right. You're younger. I'm on the 12th. I have the same
mean-
birthday as Duno, though. The exact same birthday by 6 hours. He was born 6 hours after me, I think. Something crazy like that. Anyway,
I've got a follow-up question for Sworn here.
Yes,
Or
sir.
follow-up question, following Ben's question for you. What is one thing or the catalyst that would get you to move from Twitch to YouTube?
Give me BTTV for YouTube. Not even
The-
kidding.
Yeah.
Half the enjoyment of being in someone's chat isn't the content that they make. Well, it is enjoying, but just the interaction in chat and spamming and cat jamming and all that
He
fun
just wants
stuff.
cat
like,
jam. He just wants cat jam. That's all
not
he's bothered
not
about.
even just having cat jamming, but like having a BTTV for YouTube so we can use like the Monka emotes or the Pepe emotes or stuff like that. I also think would be good for YouTube because then those Pepe emotes would be a standalone thing and not associated only with Twitch, right? But I
Yeah.
think if somebody created like a BTTV for YouTube, maybe I'll text my boys and be like, "Yo, we can make a lot of money doing this." But I really think like having some sort of like chat interaction in that would definitely be a we were talking about this in Flash's stream the other day or last night or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, that's definitely the thing that would get me 100% to actually consider going to YouTube and being active in chats and stuff like that. Like I'll watch and lurk and stuff, but like to be active in chat, I need Cat Jam, I need Pepe D, I need Monka Ass, I need Monka
Yeah.
Friends, I need Pepe Steer. Like
Well, I'm reading chat. Flash is saying they have it, and I did see an extension. It's called Better YouTube Gaming. I used it today though, and it wasn't showing up emotes in Tim's chat. So I don't know if you have to set it up somewhere. But regardless, even if it doesn't exist right now, with Tim over there, I mean Tim's the streamer that I found out about BTTV emotes, right? So I think this is probably going to be a point where somebody will develop them because so many people use them for Tim's chat. Like that's like that's what his chat's like. There's tons of emotes all the time. So
yeah, exactly. Like I definitely need Cat Jam. Like I can't imagine a world without Cat Jam. Like I would cry if Cat Jam got like deleted.
All that matters.
Oh no, there was one emote that was called Pooga, and I don't know if any of you knew what Pooga was.
I think I do.
Pooga was my favorite BTTV emote of all time. It was the
Let me look this
greatest. It
up.
was so funny. Like you could just call people Poogas, and it was just hilarious. And yeah, you can look up Pooga if you want.
is the buck teeth one?
Yeah,
I do know that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking hilarious.
it's so funny. But when they
Why they take
removed
it away? Did he do something bad too?
it's based off the same dude that did Pog Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why they cancel him so fast, but not other people doing terrible things?
Yeah,
What the
I know.
heck?
But
Yes.
yeah, Pooga was such a good emo, and oh man, I spent 75,000 channel points in someone's chat to get it as a BTTV emo.
Oh my god.
That's
And-
commitment right there, man.
Yeah, and I
Commitment to the Pooga.
the recent one that I've found a lot of fun with is Copium. I don't know if you guys have heard of Copium.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I just spent another 75,000 channel points in that streamer's chat to get Copium.
Oh my
Love it,
gosh.
dude.
All right. So we're getting through the hour now, and I don't want to get yelled at by Trauma saying, you guys have to wrap up. So I'm going to do that before he says that. But do you have any closing statements? Actually, no, before that, Sworn, you have anything you want to say, dude? Because you're the special guest here.
Just that if you guys ever want to get to know me a little more, you feel free to just head over to my Twitch or my Twitter. I'll respond to anyone, and then I love you guys all, and this is an awesome community I am unbelievably proud to be a part of.
Hell yeah. Well said.
That's Sworn RL on Twitch and Twitter too, guys.
Round of applause in the chat. Round of applause.
So guys, we're gonna be ending soon. Sean's gonna find someone right now. But if you guys want to find us, we're everywhere. This has been JJ the Tubster, Magnificent Ben, Alana, who is also first time being here. Thank you for being here. So you had to go pee midway and ruined it.
It's so
It was fun
good.
though. Couldn't hold her bladder. And of course,
I
Sworn.
drank so much iced coffee. Okay, I had to pee.
All right, and I'm Upton. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and seeing the true Sworn and how he be. If you guys want to find us on the downloads, YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy
Follow
Sunny.
Sworn.
Bye.
Bye.